GNX Power Limited, that's ASX GNX, is a power generation development company. The company is focused on innovative clean energy generation and electricity storage solutions. The company has a development pipeline of up to 770 megawatts of renewable energy generation and storage projects within its portfolio, underpinned by the Kidston Renewable Energy Hub in Far North Queensland. Simon, thanks for joining us in the studio today. It's been a pretty big ride for you over the last couple of years, and 2019 really looks like it's setting up to be a good one.
Great to be here, thank you very much. 2019 is going to be a great year for GenX. We've got a number of major milestones planned, and we're looking forward to getting going.
Simon, what makes your renewable energy hub a world first?
It is a world first. What we're doing is redeveloping a gold mine in North Queensland, and we're turning that closed gold mine into a renewable energy hub. And what we're combining is wind, solar and pump storage hydro to create reliable renewable energy 24/7 on demand.
Now, obviously, some of those elements have been used in combination prior to now. I mean, what is it that truly makes this a world first? Is it the combination of all of these elements together?
The combination of the three is unique and globally a world first. And the reason why it's significant is that the wind and the sun obviously are intermittent generators and depend on the sun shining or the wind blowing. By combining those two technologies with our hydro, we can combine those energy sources to deliver 24/7 baseload renewables on demand.
So when you say renewable energy on tap or just energy on tap, this is really this is how it's coming together.
This is where the market's going, and I think GenX is at the forefront of this market development. What we built in 2017 was a very large solar farm that's now operating and generating cash flow. This year we'll start construction on our flagship pump storage hydro project. So this is our giant water battery, which enables us to store energy from the solar farm and dispatch it on command when the price and the demand is right.
So when you say water battery, I mean, to some that will sound very strange, and obviously there's been an enormous conversation series of them around the traps for a long time now about what is the best battery. This sounds pretty good.
That's right. So this technology is a very mature technology. It's been around for 100 years, and the way it works is there's two reservoirs. We use energy when it's in surplus and very low cost to pump water from a lower reservoir to an upper reservoir. The water's at elevation, and we can release that water and dispatch it at times of peak prices. There's more than 1,000 of these operating around the world, and there's 3 in Australia. Our project, when completed, will be the 3rd largest in the country.
When you speak to current shareholders and even prospective shareholders, I mean, do they grasp what you've really achieved here?
I think people do understand there is a structural change in the economy. The economy is decarbonising. There is a shift to renewables, and I think GenX is very, very well placed to benefit from that. We now have a platform, we're profitable, we've got solid cash flows, but more importantly, we've now got our pump storage hydro project ready to go, ready to be built, and this is going to happen in 2019.
So let's talk about the Kidston Hub. I mean, explain that to us.
Okay, so it's in North Queensland. It is on the location of once a very large gold mine which closed some 19 or 20 years ago. We're reusing all of that mine infrastructure to produce a low-cost renewable energy development. Stage 1 was a solar farm. That was completed in 2017. It's generating strong cash flows underpinned by a Queensland Government contract. Stage 2 is our pump storage hydro project. Late last year, we announced a partnership with Energy Australia, one of the big Australian energy retailers, to jointly own and develop this project with us. And we're working very closely with them now to get the funding and the construction underway.
Fantastic. So we touched briefly on the Kidston Solar project in North Queensland. We understand it's flowing cash. Perhaps update the market and give me some sort of colour around that.
If you're trying to build a solar farm, North Queensland is the ideal location. We've got one of the best solar resources in the country for a solar project, and all of the energy from that solar farm is under an arrangement with the Queensland Government which guarantees the cash flows to the business. So we've reported strong incremental growth of cash flows quarter on quarter since the project came online.
So how do you achieve nearly $18 million in funding from the federal and state government? That sounds like a real win.
That's right. So we've been working very closely with the Queensland Government and the Commonwealth Government. The Commonwealth Government has provided a number of grants to the business, which has enabled us to accelerate the development of our pump storage hydro project. And we continue to work very closely with them to bring this project to fruition.
And obviously, if we look around the country at the moment, there's a real need to adopt alternate forms of energy capture and storage.
Yep, so renewable energy is now the low-cost form of energy generation. What we have now in the economy is a number of very old coal-fired power stations which are coming to the end of their economic lives. They're being retired, and in their place, the gap will be filled by renewable energy. And our solar projects, our wind projects and our hydro projects are perfectly positioned to benefit from that change in the economy.
And Simon, just finally looking forward for an outlook from you for 2019, how do you feel the year's going to unfold for GenX?
So we've got a number of major milestones planned for 2019. The first and the major key focus is to get the construction underway for our hydro project. That is our number one priority. We've also acquired a solar farm in New South Wales, the Gemmalong project, and we intend to commence construction for that project in the latter part of this year. So we'll go from one cash generating project, generating nice cash flows, to a number of projects that are generating very strong cash flows to our shareholders.
Simon, thanks for speaking to us, and we look forward to tracking your progress across the rest of the year.
Thank you very much. Great to chat to you.